And for more on the voting and the second day of the elections inside Egypt, we're now joined live by Nile TV's correspondent Ahmed Nader, reporting from Giza. Ahmed, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Angie.
Thank you very much, Ahmed, for joining us. What can you tell me about the updates regarding the second day of elections? How do you see the participation with regards to the people at the polling stations?
Yes, as you mentioned, Angie, today I am at the governorate of El Giza, which is a big governorate. It has 7 different districts. Nearby, the main street of the governorate, one of the main streets in the governorate of El Giza, which is Al-Bahr Al-Azam. I'm at the school of Mohammed Quraim, and as we can see just behind me, before telling you the main statistics about the governorate, we have a lot of people queuing up since the early hours of the day, since 9 a.m. And of course there is another queue for the women and the females, but they just entered to be casting their ballots, to be voting, and then they go out of the school or out of the polling stations, out of the polling center, the main polling center, from another door. So this is the main entrance for the women, for the men, and as you can see behind me, the participation of the young men and the young women, it is unbelievable. Since the early hours of the day, a lot of people, a lot of Egyptian citizens, especially the young and even the elderly and people with special needs, they have come, and we have seen a high turnout here in the governorate of El Giza. Angie, please allow me just to be giving you a number of statistics about the rerun or the repeat of the parliamentary elections for the Egyptians living within Egypt this time around. According to the National Elections Authority, we have 7 electoral districts here in the governorate, and they are October, Al-Haram, Badrashin, Bula al-Dakrur, Manshiyat al-Qanatir, and Omraniya, which is nearby the school that I'm located in now. And we have seen, of course, this is the second day of the parliamentary elections in El Giza for the repeat, as we do know that 30 annulled constituencies, the results of those constituencies were annulled by the high legislative courts, and in 10 different governorates we have 7 of them here in Giza. According to engineer Adil Al-Naggar, the governor of the governorate, he was checking up on things yesterday and today from the central operations room to be seeing if any logistics are needed to be facilitating the process and the procedures of voting for the citizens here in the governorate of El Giza. We have 571 subcommittees and more than 5 million eligible voters. A big governorate geographically and in terms of people who have the right to be voting in the elections, with 256 different polling stations. Of course, we do know that the elections, they started at 9 a.m. It ends at 9 p.m. according to the directives of the head of the executive committee of the National Elections Authority, Councillor Ahmed, as we have seen before in different governorates, and even for the Egyptian expatriates earlier on in the week, on I think Sunday and Monday. And of course we'll be seeing the other procedures related to the polling process. One of them is in coordination with the Ministry of Health. The other is in coordination with the Ministry of Interior, because we can see the policemen, the policewomen, they are organizing the whole process of the parliamentary elections, and they are helping even the people with special needs who want to come and vote. They are assisting the elderly, and they are checking up on the identification cards of each and every citizen, as you can see behind me, for them to be going into the polling station, into the polling center, to be casting their votes and ballots, and then going out as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible. And as I mentioned, there is coordination between the National Elections Authority and the Ministry of Health, because we can see an ambulance just right there for any medical emergency. As I mentioned, that there are people with special needs, there are older people who come here to be casting their ballots. So for any emergency, the Ministry of Health has it covered, and they even have medical teams within the polling centers, in the polling stations, not just outside of the school of Muhammad Quraim in Giza. Angie.
Right, I'd like to thank you very, very much. Nile TV's correspondent Ahmed Nader reporting live from Giza. Thank you very much for your comprehensive update. And of course, we will be contacting you throughout the day for further updates and information regarding the voting process in the Governorate of Giza. And moving on to more news, the Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli opened the General Assembly of the Inter-Academic Association and Marketing Out